There's one more feature in automations that's worth calling out, and that's looping. So let's create a new automation that's going to remind about uncompleted tasks. We'll set it to be a cron trigger for now, but you could have this as an action button inside of your UI so that you could click if this happened, but I've got it as a cron trigger. I'll just have a go on a 8 a.m. in the morning. Fine. So what I want to do, I've got this tasks table and I'm a bit worried because people aren't completing the tasks. So I would like to look at every uncompleted task and send an email to whoever's responsible for that task to remind them to get on with it. So I'm going to query my rows, and it's the tasks table I want to query, and I want to define a filter where the complete equals false. So it's not completed. So that's going to return a number of objects. Let's have a look. It comes back with a couple of rows. 1, 2, 3. Come back with 3 rows. Now what I would like to do is for each of those rows, I would like to email the person who was responsible for that task and let them know. So I'm going to do an email. I'm going to add looping. I'll add looping. It's going to be an array, and I want to bind the previous rows. I want to loop over those rows that we've just got from step 1. And for those, I want to send an email. An email is going to be from test@budibase.com. The email subject is don't forget to do this. And the contents are going to be the name of the current item. Like that. Now, who am I going to send it to? Well, I know that the way the table is structured, that it's responsible, and this is the primary display of responsible. So I know that to be able to do this, send to the current row, current item rather, dot responsible. Dot 0 because responsible will return an array because it's looking at something else, and it's a primary display, which is going to be the email. Okay, so what this is going to do, what this looping is going to do, is going to do this action however many times there are rows. So obviously if you've got a lot of uncompleted tasks, then this is going to take a while. So I'm going to finish and test automation and press test. Now it's taking longer than other automations because it's having to query that many emails. So it says it's been successful. So let's pull up my email. And sure enough, don't forget to do this, record this video. Don't forget to do this, do something else. And don't forget to do this, edit the video. So looping allows you to accept some kind of input and repeat an operation. So you might do it like I've done for emails. You might do it to create rows. Maybe you're creating other rows based on what's happening on other actions. And you can imagine if a user had submitted a whole load of tasks on a form, maybe you want to unpack that array and then be able to create a new task row for each of those. So there's another tool for your automation tool bag.